Hey there, Judy Jamison the Psychic here, and welcome to Intuitive Tuesday. In this week's short video lesson, we're going to be talking about spirit guides, specifically who they are, what they do, and the fastest, easiest way to start that relationship with them. So if that interests you, this video is for you. If you are totally intrigued and drawn to all things spiritual, intuitive, and psychic, and you want to learn what your natural gifts are and develop those gifts and apply them into your everyday life, if you're not already a subscriber, you're going to want to, I don't know if it's here or over here, whatever side it's on, make sure you hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. And I will give you a minute to do that right now. All right, so let's get started with who are spirit guides. It's kind of like a debate, and I'm not even sure if I want to use that word, but when you Google that online, you're going to get a mix of all different things. So in order to take all that mix up here and kind of filter it down and channel it for you, basically, you're going to have to feel what resonates with you and makes sense for you based on your specific belief system, because we all have different beliefs. So let me divide this into two different areas for you. Some people believe that your spirit guides are someone who has never had a physical life, meaning flesh, in the flesh. Someone or something that has never been in the flesh. Who falls into that type category? Well, that's your angels, your guardian angels, your light beings, ETs, stuff like that. The other half of that is some people believe it can be or is people who have had a physical life in the flesh, meaning ascended masters, gods or goddesses, crossed over deceased loved ones, stuff like that. Some people even believe it's a mix of both. So let's go into topic number 2. What do they do, or how would you use them or work with them, for what purposes? So obviously they're called guides for a reason. They guide you throughout your life. Now, whether you realize it or you have tuned in with them, established that phone line communication back and forth, you have many guides with you. You have one master guide who is assigned to work with you and kind of oversee your life, kind of like a guardian angel who's there when you need them. But you also have minor guides all throughout your life, depending on where you're at or what it is that you need guidance into. So how necessarily or to what extent would you use your guides to work with? Many different reasons. One of them is if you are completely feeling lost and totally alone in life, your guide is like your BFF that you can talk to and confide in. And if you know how to receive the information back, you can have a dialogue giving you answers, the clarity, the insight into whatever it is that you're needing. They help you when it comes to healing. They help you when it comes to growing. They're your teachers. They are your ultimate mentor, teacher, BFF that completely blows anybody in any, I shouldn't say anybody, because there's some pretty amazing people that we know in the flesh here, but on the energetic world, they're freaking badasses. And you can communicate with them and use them, tap into them for many different reasons. So to give you a personal example, in my personal life, I solely rely on my intuition. But for my business, I work with my spirit guides to help me create my business, create all my content, create meditations, tell me what the next steps are, what anything concerning business is completely and solely run by me channeling and tuning into my guides and then just listening to what it is they're telling me. And it has brought me phenomenal, freaking amazing, overflowing abundance and success. But regardless, you could use them and communicate with them for any freaking thing. Think of them like your fairy godmother, right? But just maybe in a different way. The same type energy, right? So let's go into number 3. What is the easiest way to start working with them and connecting with them? Cards. Tarot cards, angel cards, oracle cards, it does not matter. There's other exercises that you can do. You can meditate, you can journal, you can do a lot of different things, but those things take time and commitment. time and commitment rolled in one. And a lot of people just don't dedicate the time or the commitment. They start something and they don't finish it. So the easiest, fastest way to really establish that communication with them is by using tarot cards. And I say tarot because your guides are like that ultimate BFF who will give it to you straight. They'll call you out on your shit and slap you in the face when you need a slap because you're not seeing things straight. That's why I say tarot, because that's how tarot is set up. It gives you the good, the bad, and everything in between. Versus like angel cards, which is all just lovey-dovey, show me the positives. If you want the real deal and you want the truth and you want that direct, honest dialogue, use tarot cards. Now, the cool thing about using tarot cards to communicate with your guides is you can use your guides, work with your guides to teach you how to read tarot. Now, to give you an example as to specifically what I mean by that, a lot of people, when they're trying to learn how to read tarot, they get screwed up on trying to memorize everything, which you don't need to do. They get screwed up or hooked up on wondering if they're doing it right and not trusting the information that they're getting, or thinking they're just thinking they're interpreting everything wrong. When you work with your guides, they're teachers, okay? They can teach you how to read the cards as you're connecting with them. So the cool thing about working with your guides and your cards is when you're working with yourself, your brain trying to read cards, you're too much in your head and you're focusing on you and if you're doing it right, and your ego's all getting in the way. But when you use your cards and work with your guides together, you're not in your head. You're having a conversation with them. So it's not like you're trying to read it yourself and you're putting that pressure on you. And luckily for you, because this is what I do for a living, I teach this stuff. Depending on what time frame you're watching this video, I have a workshop that I am doing, that I am scheduling 2 hours of my time to show you how to read tarot cards, but communicating with your guides and letting your guides teach you. And this is something for total newbies and beginners, okay? You don't have to have these phenomenal life-changing skills. This is completely and totally for beginners. So if that is something that interests you and you're intrigued by it, underneath this video there's going to be a link. I think it's called Tarot for Beginners. When you click on that link, you're going to see the total outline of everything that I'm going to cover during this training. Now, if you're watching this video late and the training is already done and after the fact, it's recorded. So you will have access to that entire training module. So it's not like if you're not on there live, you're missing it. Oh, freaking well, you're beat. No, that's not the case here. So let's wrap things up real quick here before I end the video. Who are they? Kind of resonate and just feel what feels right for you. For me personally, it is a mix of my crossed over loved ones, gods and goddesses, ascended masters, my angels, ETs, all of it in one big, happy, loving, trustworthy ball. What do? They just help you create an amazing life, fix things, change things, alter things, create things, teach you, guide you, smack you, kick you in the ass when you need it. They're there for you in whatever way you need help and guidance. Fastest way to work with them? Card reading. And I have something for you under this video to just totally help you with that. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Let's make this a conversation, okay? So the only way that's going to happen is if you comment below. I would love to hear your stories, okay? If you've met your guides, if you've worked with your guides, any experiences that you think you may have had, whether it was a guide or not, comment below. Now, comment whether you're watching on YouTube or on my website, it doesn't matter. Either way, I get notified when someone comments. So then this way, I can reply back and actually have a dialogue with you. So with that being said, this video is done. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you hit the subscribe button in the beginning. Hopefully you're going to check out the link that's below. I hope you have a wonderful, phenomenal, kick-ass week, and I will see you right here next week on this channel. Waiting for the trash truck to pass by so I can finish my video. I swear, if it's not a loud motorcycle or the sports car across the street or my dog barking. It's something.